here at Lot J is no exception. And the Jaguars and Iguana Investments have been amazing partners. Shad Khan, Mark Lamping, and the entire team are committed to Jacksonville and downtown, their home for 26 seasons, and this deal demonstrates that. I want to thank Brian Hughes and his team and Mark Lamping and his team for all of the negotiation to get to a deal that is good for our city and protects our taxpayers. The Lot J project will be a 50-50 development between the Jaguars and Cordish Companies, an award-winning national developer with a track record of success in similar developments in Baltimore, Philadelphia, Kansas City, and St. Louis. This will be a project that will ignite even more investment and opportunities for downtown Jacksonville.
The plans include 2 residential buildings with 400 for rent residences, a 150 to 200 room hotel, 75,000 square feet of street-level retail, 40,000 square of Class A office space, a 750-space surface parking lot, 2 350-space parking garages, and a 100,000 square foot entertainment center with multiple bars and restaurants and indoor and outdoor facilities. This project will provide an immediate boost to our economy with the creation of 2,300 construction jobs. After that, there will be over 1,000 permanent jobs with an estimated annual economic output of $100 million per year. As part of this agreement, the total direct public investment is $152.7 million, which includes no more than $50 million for the city-owned Live District, $12.5 million over 20 years in a REV grant to support the residential developments, $12.5 million over 20 years to support the hotel, and $77.7 million in city-owned infrastructure. In addition, the city will provide a $65.5 million loan to the developer, secured by a $13.1 million deposit in a city-owned trust account. As part of this agreement, the city will own the Live District, the infrastructure, and all parking within the project. The city's investments during construction will be financed via a revenue bond. Residential and hotel investments will be paid over the 20-year periods from taxes generated on those properties. The partnership will be responsible for cost overruns. The city and taxpayers are completely protected. Again, thank you to Shad Khan, Mark Lamping, and the team for your commitment to our city and our community. This is a major investment, a public-private partnership that demonstrates a long-term commitment to our community and its people. This project will focus on hiring local companies and local workers. Many jobs will go to minority and women-owned businesses. There's a goal for 25% or more of contracts going to women and minority-owned businesses and JSEB companies during construction and throughout operations. Another key partner in moving forward is the council president, led by Tommy Hazouri. Unfortunately, Tommy is unable to join us today, but he asked me to share this statement with you. Quote, economic development is a major priority of our city council, and the revitalization of downtown is a key priority for economic growth of Northeast Florida. This unprecedented project at Lot J will further enhance Jacksonville's growing reputation as a world-class destination for citizens and visitors alike. I'm grateful to Mr. Khan for his passion and steadfast commitment to the city of Jacksonville. While working with my colleagues on the city council, we look forward to further reviewing this legislation. Council President Tommy Hazouri. I'm grateful to Councilman Hazouri for his support and look forward to working with him and my colleagues on the council to pass this legislation. Now, to talk more about this agreement and the Jaguars' commitment to Jacksonville and downtown, please welcome Shad Khan.
Thank you, Mayor. And special thank you to you all, members of the City Council, for being here. Your commitment, leadership, and vision is why we're here today. Lamping in a moment on the highlights and benefits the project will deliver, but I just briefly want to share some two maybe high-level observations on the opportunity before us. First, it's about unlocking our potential in Jacksonville. You've heard me talk about our potential in the past. I believe it bears repeating. Jacksonville's ceiling is high, remarkably so. That's particularly true here in downtown, and it's imperative that we have the ambition and the vision to